Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted, you've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head, I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test. I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing?
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing, sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion. Even though I offer all of the solutions, I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you I never feel lucid. I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you I knew this. When I'm with you I feel so useless, I feel diluted, my heart's been wounded. Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me? Then will you get bored of killing me? And will you get bored of killing me?
Well. Hello, everybody. Hello. As you can see, right now, at least for the moment, Bianca is here in spirit, right from New Year's, right there. She has been on a tear today. She was streaming this morning, working on all kinds of stuff. We went out and recorded for Miss Ilo. We were watching the talent show, which was epic. And then she came back here and, well, she's editing her video for the, she doesn't normally edit a lot of YouTube videos for us, but this one is, near and dear to her heart because it's the cosplay convention that she attended when we went to Manila. It was our very, very, very first stop. So, yeah, she's really excited to do it, and she's really focused. So I said, okay, no problem. So she's going to pop in. Don't worry. She won't always be this picture. She will be coming in a bit later, but she won't be joining for the whole live stream. So hello to the people that are already in the chat. We have Tropa, Jiriel, Joy, and Peter. Hello. I'm so glad you guys could join in. Again, sorry, right now there's no Bianca. I get it. It's your boy Gabs. Well, do I remember you? Well, it depends. We know several Gabs, actually. So it depends. Where would we remember you from? Let us know. Yeah, so today we're just going to let everybody stream in before we get started. But we're back from Manila. That's the big deal for us anyway. We're back in Iloilo. We actually have been for a few days. but you know, we did a lot, so we have videos after videos after videos. We were trying to get caught up, but we have Dinigyan going on here, which is absolutely amazing, and we're going to have a lot of coverage of that. We're going to another towns festival nearby. I don't want to butcher the name of it, so let me see. I will tell you the name in case you're from that area. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's Tigbawan. Tigbawan? Something like that. Tigbawan. And it's on the west side. Yeah, the west side of Iloilo City. So they have a festival, and so this Thursday night we will be there. We're going to their food festival and all kinds of stuff. Plus, they have their own pageant show going on. Bianca loves these pageant shows. Oh, who doesn't? I do too, of course. So we're going to be checking out everything. Oh, it's the Spidey guy. Oh, yeah, we definitely remember you. Well, hello. Good old Spidey. If you guys didn't see, that was another cosplay we ran into when we were doing the last time we had a Vloggers Day. After that, we went into the mall and there was a big cosplay thing going on. And Spidey was giving out free hugs. So, hello, hello. And Pinoy, hello, hello. Mix, mix. Hello to you. Lynn, good evening from Yarrow. Fantastic. We do have to get down there before they stop lighting up the whole bell tower, or belfry, I think they call it, and the church and everything before that ends. So next few nights, we got to go there. Don't want to miss out on that. Hey, our Philippines journey. Good evening from Angeles City. I got to stop calling it Angeles City. It's difficult. It's difficult. Yes. So JJ asking if we're going to Dinagan. Yeah, we were. Today was Miss Iloilo Talent Show, which is part of Dinagan, and we've been to Illumination, which we have video for that already up. And yeah, so we're definitely going to be at many of the events. Of course, we're going to be there for the main event. As well, we're going to get to Kalibo on the 15th for Ati Atihan. So that's next week, today, I believe. Yeah, next Sunday. So that's exciting. We're not going to be able to make it to Cebu this year. That's going to be, you know, later on. Next to Otan, that's correct. That's correct. So we're looking forward to that. Yeah, free hugs. Good. Christine Ong, hello everybody. Happy weekend. Fantastic. Happy weekend to you. So I think we went long enough. I think there's enough people in here, especially if I double check this. Oops. I gotta close that. I'm just opening too many windows. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, that's good enough. Got a few people in here. That's the main thing. So yeah, ask away, by the way, anything you want to know. We just came back from, like I said, Manila. We weren't there as long as we had in the past, but it was still a fun trip, and we're going to be back again next month. Whoa, hello. Thank you very much for the super chat. Very much appreciated. Pinoy, hello, mix. Very much appreciated. Thank you very much. And hello, Rowley from Brisbane, Australia. Joey from, a fellow Canadian. Thank you very much. So, yeah, when we got there, we went straight to that cosplay festival, which was crazy. So, like I said, Bianca is right now editing that video. She is going to pop in. So if you joined a little bit later, why is there only one person and a picture of Bianca on her little throne over here? That's why. And when we went to that, it was unbelievable. This place sold out of tickets online instantaneously. And then they offered, I think, 1,500, maybe 2,000, something like that, tickets per day. The line on the first day, almost everybody got in. Second day, if you weren't there by 7 o'clock in the morning, they start at 10, you weren't going to get a ticket. Well, the third day is the day we flew in, and oh my goodness, it was insane. We were, I want to guess, 7,000th in line or something. It was absolutely insane. And most people showed up at 3 or 4 in the morning, and those that really were dedicated were there 10 o'clock the night before. So they waited 12 hours outside to get these remaining tickets that they allow people to go in. So cosplay is a massive thing in Manila, no question about it. Makes Bianca very happy because she really loves cosplay and really wants to get into it. And so that's where, she's really excited for that. So let's see. So we got that. We ended up after about 4 hours of in line. She just started going on Facebook and refresh, looking for people that say they have tickets but can't come. And they made it so that scalpers couldn't get it. You could only get maximum 2 tickets, that kind of thing, per person. And so, yeah, there might have been a person scalping 1 ticket, but that's about it, right? So we ended up very much overpaying, but she got her 2 tickets. So that, she was happy. She got in there. It was really exciting for her while we were both in there. But I know for her, it's a huge deal. Like, she absolutely loves cosplay. And so, yeah, that really, like I said, she's working on the video now, and she can't wait. There's one here in February in Iloilo that she's getting ready for. I know we have to buy her tickets by the January 25th or something. I don't know much about it. She can talk about when she does pop in and tell you where it is and what's going on with it. But yeah. So that's how we started the whole Manila thing. And after that, it was just one place after another, as you probably already have seen. But the whole goal of it was to do New Year's there, which we did on top of the rooftop of Firefly, and then went down to the Club Royale, which was insane and crazy. And then even after that, the club closes at 5 in the morning, and everybody's standing outside, and they're like, "Are you guys going to the after party?" And we're like, "The sun's coming up. What do you mean after party?" And they're like, yeah, the secret place. That's where all the clubs pour into at 6 in the morning. And I was like, come on, this can't be real. Yeah, it is. And it's in a basement. So therefore, it's a big club, but there's no windows. And so you don't know it's beautiful and sunny and hot outside while you're down there. And it was so crowded. The only thing I will say is it's about 8 guys to every 2 girls. So yeah, it's a little intense for most of the girls there. So yeah, be safe. Hey, Joey joined our membership. Thank you very much, Joey. Welcome. Really appreciate you joining. And thank you. Well, we're going to do more member stuff finally. We needed to get through that whole Christmas holiday. It was insane for us. But now we can do a lot more of that. And hello to PJ Travel. PJ was in Banate, and I believe somebody else mentioned Banate in here. I think it was Bill. Banate is missing you both. Thank you very much. So PJ does vlogging as well. And PJ gave me a little spot right beside him in front of the stage. So I remember you for a long time for that. Thank you very much. Although, oh my God, the sun was absolutely beating hot. Sorry, guys. I used my phone for reference, and I forgot to turn the sound off this thing. And our cats are missing, by the way, because when we went away, we left them with somebody, and that's what our cats do. They did it here, but they knew how to come home. But back there, once we brought them to their house, well, they came back for a couple days, but then after that took off. But we're not too worried. We're going to go back there tomorrow, and we're going to go on the hunt, and we already did it once. We're going to go do it again. Hopefully we'll find it. Yeah, I got a little, yeah, Bianca's the exciting one. What can I say? I'm trying not to be monotone. You're right. I have different voices on this. Is that going to help? I'm just kidding. Where are you guys living in Iloilo? Yeah, we live Monte Rosa area. So that's, what do they call this? Hibiao do Sur, but we're the north end of the south of the Hibiao, something like that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Watching from Beaumont, California. I'm a Mega World. Help me out here. I'm a Mega World. Abe Pagatama. Abe Pagatama actor. Oh, okay. Help me out here. Does that mean you're an actor? Bianca would catch that a lot faster than me. So yeah, so the cats we're still gonna go back and look again tomorrow. We're not too concerned. She's a little more concerned than I am. I know she was on her Twitch stream today mentioning it, but it'll be fine. But anyway, party was absolutely amazing. Everybody had such a good time, and yeah. Never had it in New Year's like that, especially when you saw those fireworks on that roof. That was insane. It was like a war zone. And like people had pointed out, oh, you don't even know because it could have been 10 times that if they hadn't changed a lot of the laws. So, yeah, we kind of missed out. But you know what? Felt pretty amazing to us. So I guess we don't know if you don't know what you're missing, you never missed anything, right? Tim Hortons in Manila. We actually didn't have any because it's more money than in Canada. It's out of principle. We're like, I'm not paying $4 for a coffee. That's insane. That's why we don't go to Starbucks. Yeah, I know. You can call us cheap. That's what we do. But you know what? That's why we never run out of money. We're always trying to pinch pennies wherever we can and try to, because so many people move to the Philippines and then don't understand they need to control their spending. And that's a big problem because everything feels cheap, but then it adds up. And then all of a sudden you're like, whoa, wait a minute. And it's true because you see something and you're like, oh, it's only 199 pesos. Oh, it's only 199. It's $4. I'm a Canadian, so it's even more than that. So, all right, what else do I have here? I had some other stuff. Let's bring it up. This. So, I'm going to scroll up. Everybody was saying, oh, no, nobody's going to the Philippines. Everybody's going to go to Thailand. Thailand has no restrictions anymore. They got rid of them, blah, 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 blah. Well, Thailand no longer has an advantage over the Philippines anymore, as now Thailand has reintroduced their COVID entry restrictions. This article here points out that they now require vaccinations, or you can have recovered from the virus since July. But it's just 2 vaccines to get in. And they're also going to, the rules apply until January 31st. Interesting. I don't know if there'll be an extension or not from that. But yeah, so that's what it is. I heard they're also bringing in masks again and stuff like that. So if you were considering Thailand over the Philippines, now that advantage is kind of gone. Another thing is if you live here in the Philippines, you should probably know about this already. I know a lot of vloggers already made like a whole episode on this, but it's not that complicated. You are now required, and you have to do it by April 26th. You have to register your SIM, which requires you to take like a selfie, submit ID, all that stuff. I know. People are gonna be like, wait a minute, that's like Big Brother. They just want to put your face and all that other stuff. But as Snowden, if you guys don't know who Snowden is, you can Google him. But as you know, he already leaked that the governments have been doing this for over 10 years. They without a warrant, they can use your phone. They can turn on your camera at any point. You never know, those kind of things. So honestly, I don't think they needed to do this to get that information. They already have it. So the government's reason is to get rid of the spam, and because we do get a lot of scams here, texts that come over and pretending to be a bank, saying something's wrong or whatever, click this link, that kind of thing. My phone's been awesome, I got to tell you, because every once in a while I'll go and I'll see, I can check that folder, and there's just a gazillion texts in there from spam accounts, and I don't ever get them. So it's doing really well on my phone. I don't know how about yours. Anyway, you have until April 26th, I think it is, or April 29th. Let me double check. April 26th. And after that, unregistered SIMs will be deactivated. Last thing I did want to point out here is the US dollar. I know people are like, wow, it's been dropping, and it's not as good as it used to be. It's down to 55. Hang on, there it is. Whoop, keeps jumping around on me. Anyway, it's like, there it is, 55.6463 per peso. And but as you can see here, it's still at a massive high compared to, well, this is a 10-year on here. So it's just been a march all the way up. And so if you are an American on a pension or anything else like that, your dollar has gotten a lot further when you come to the Philippines as opposed to Canada. Let's see. Yeah, Canada's doing as bad. Like, it's doing okay, but it was doing the same numbers down in February of 2014. Yeah, it's done better. It's done better. We have lately noticed a big drop. Actually, and these are the bank rates, obviously. So we get like 39 now, 38, 39 from the bank. So there you go. A little information for everybody. I'll go back to your chat, sorry. Let's see. I suggest you, next time you travel, take the cats to nearby veterinarian Center Pet Value Care in front of Anaros subdivision. Oh, did not know that was there. Thank you very much. Yeah, PJ, of course, we'll see you din again. Abe, oh, our pleasure, Abe. Oh, Lee, hi from the UK. I know I should be clicking these things. So we're going to the next cosplay event here in February, but not in Manila. We don't think. We might, actually. I shouldn't say that, because February is Bianca needs her dual citizenship. We've been problematically getting everything done, but not as quick as we'd really like to. And that's going to happen probably the second week of February. We got to go back to Manila and finally get this NBI background check, which is like the FBI of the Philippines. Get that thing done, and then you got to wait upwards of a week for the results. Then give the results to along with your application. So that whole thing has to happen, and we need to do it quick because it's taking us forever, and we're going to have to renew our visa again, another tourist visa once again, because it's every 2 months on the 22nd of this month or 20th. Yeah, so we got like 12 days. So we're going to renew it and then go deal with that in February. Fingers crossed, things go relatively quick. Yes, lots of big plans coming. I have a whole schedule of it, and we're just going to attend as many things as we can that are interesting to us, obviously. But there's quite a few things that are very interesting to us, so that's okay. Hey, we love Shomai. Mandurio, Supermart. Mandario, Supermart. Because we live in Mandario. I'm just trying to remember where it is. Just registered tonight, not too painful. Yeah, you know, the thing is when we first flew in, I'm pretty sure that we had to give our passports and everything. So I was like, aren't foreigners always registered? But then maybe that was like in Cambodia, or I know in Albania, you had to, even no matter what you did, you had to give your passport and everything. So even your internet, home, everything, because the EU wanted everything. And it was Albania is not even in the EU, but the system that runs it is run by the EU. So yeah. Hey, thank you, Nighthawk. Very happy to hear that, because you know this live streams sometimes don't go as planned very, very often. Actually, I'm a real estate investor in the Philippines, so I travel the Philippines 3 times a year. Oh, fantastic. Well. Yeah, you know, I was just reading today, and I wish I remember. I don't know if it's Fortune or no, it was MSNBC, and they were saying like that one of the top places in the world right now to invest is the Philippines when it comes to real estate, because it's booming here. It's absolutely booming, and you just have to look at the examples of our friends all in the neighborhood who bought, I want to say, at 5,000 or 6,000 per square meter, and now pricing is going as high as 25,000 per square meter for those same subdivision lots. So in 4 years, something like 5 times growth. And the only reason that they're, you know, most of the time you'd say, oh, that's a bubble, except employment. There is more employers moving in here constantly, and if that's going to keep up, then it's going to drive all the people needing a place to live. And so that's the only thing that you always have to look at, one indicator. If BPOs are moving in here like crazy, setting up all kinds of things from call centers to engineering services, that kind of thing, all that stuff is just constantly moving in here. That's going to keep driving things. And in Iloilo, I think it's 11 or 12, not sure the exact number, brand new hospitals being built. So when you have that means there's going to be a ton of jobs like that. Nursing is a problem here because obviously nurses are all over the world that are Filipino, right? So they get hired away and they get paid far more to go work in America and Germany and Canada and everywhere else. So it's really, you know, the funny thing is we were talking to some people at the hospital, and they said here, you know, you might have multiple doctors on a floor. Where in Canada at the hospital, you will have a nurse practitioner, and that's the one that can actually, or I don't want to mix it up. There's the nurse that can write the scripts. Help me out here if there's any nurses. There's that nurse. So it's like doctor light, you know, they can write some scripts and stuff like that, and do a lot of these things. And then you have the nurses, and then you have the one that's under. I thought they were nurse practitioners. I don't know, the ones that have less schooling, but they can do all the grunt work for the nurses, sort of thing. So there's 3 levels, and then you might have one doctor for the whole hospital that's on. And here you'd have multiple doctors on every floor because there's not all those nurses. So it's interesting how it's so much different than what it was in Canada. Let's see. Are you and Bianca having plans of being a citizen? So I can't be a citizen after I live here 10 years if I'm willing to give up my Canadian citizenship, which means giving up my Canada pension plan and all that when I turn 65 and 70 and all that good stuff. Probably not something that would be very smart to do, obviously. I could go back to Canada as long as I stay there for 3 months. I'll have free health care again, that kind of thing. Like, there's too many advantages to being a Canadian. But the only way the Philippines gives out citizenship is to give up your own. Unless, like Bianca, you qualify for dual citizenship because of a parent being born here. And so Bianca will be getting dual. The best I can hope for is a 13A, which allows me to work or start a business, do anything. Basically equal amount than most citizens here. So that's what I'm hoping for, a 13A visa, because we have several business ideas and stuff like that we want to do. And it'll just be time that'll decide which ones of them we get done and which ones will be pie in the sky, sort of thing. So that's our plan. And hopefully in the next year, it's all done and we're good to go. I don't want to wait forever. It does suck. So to wait, I hate waiting. CC, thank you very much. Niagara Falls and Helen, we've known Helen for many, I don't know, 3 years, 5 years. I don't know how long. Anyway, Helen, you're absolutely a doll. You're wonderful. We love you and we miss you. And I'm glad you cut through live. And Joey says nurse practitioner. Okay, so that's the one that can prescribe. Excellent. I can't remember what the one below nurse is. That it's like a nurse light. Less schooling, but you can get right in there. And it's like, there you go, a master's degree. RNs, LPNs. Okay, thank you very much. And Abe here is Iloilo Business Park is a mega world township. That's right. Yes. Yeah, there's we were commenting about that when we were down in Manila. We're like, wow, like Eastwood, mega world. BGC, mega world. Everywhere you go, it seems like mega world. AL Corporation, obviously, Vista, and SM. You swear they own half the country. It's crazy. It's crazy how much. But that's what's allowed the growth to be so enormous here in the Philippines, because they can do more than a government can do. Government has to, has red tape. There's a lot of red tape when it comes to being a government. So, it is allow a lot of things to happen here. My only worry is, like we said about, it feels like you're living in a bubble or living on a Disney park, that kind of thing. And I do worry about a dystopian life where the elected officials don't have any control because it's a private company. You're living on private land. And therefore the government, you can't go to your government official and say, I don't like this happening in my neighborhood. And they're like, yeah, but it's private, so take it up with them, and they are the arbiter, and you can't vote them out, that kind of thing. So that's the only thing I would say to that. Otherwise, yes, it's absolutely amazing. It's perfection. Everything else, I just heard from other people that like during the lockdown, the security for your building didn't work for you. They were your jail keepers, I guess, sort of thing. They weren't there for you. They were there for the authorities. And so that was an interesting take that they gave us on that. And so I get it. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it now. It's not dystopian now. That's my future. If we turned everything over to private interests, well, there's no more democracy then, right? They have no say anymore. You can't go and deal with it in an elected form, that kind of thing. So Bianca will still have to own 60% of your company or real estate. Yeah, yeah. I honestly am not too worried, only because I don't know. I don't know. You know, the thing is I'm never worried about that. I can go back to Canada if I had to. If I absolutely had to, I can go back in Canada and get a job, 6 figures again, working sales, that kind of thing, corporate sales. I could rebuild my life. I'm not going to go through life having backdoor to everything, and everything has to have a cushion and safeguard and all that good stuff. Our relationship is fantastic, and I know people say, yeah, but you know, in 5 years it might not be. Yeah, true, but I just don't want to live my life that way. And I get I'm taking that risk myself, and I understand that, and I think people should, you know, realize that as long as I understand and know the price of it all, that's how it is. So we like even the YouTube channel, we knew that there would people would be hating on this channel, and sure enough, they did. We got a bunch of hate videos on us and everything else. But we put the whole channel in her name, so it's 100% hers. And you know, like, oh well, you know, if things don't work out or whatever, I just don't base my life on that. And but because she will have citizenship and therefore gets rid of any of the issues where people are saying, oh, you're working here in the Philippines and that kind of thing. So yeah, you know how it is. Eastwood was, yeah, it was picture perfect. Like when we went to December, December, we were over in, where the heck were we? Universal Studios. I can't, brain fart. And we're walking, you know, you go to where all the food is and everything, just outside of that Harry Potter world. And they got the little water there. And, you know, Hard Rock you can see from there and everything. And you see the fake houses they put above all the shops and everything. And we even commented then saying, wouldn't it be absolutely amazing if you could just live above there and you got like this perfect world where like even the smallest litter is immediately swept up and cleaned up, that kind of thing. That was Eastwood. I'm sorry. That was Eastwood. And BGC to a large part is like that as well. So yeah, it's quite interesting of a life there and how that living in a bubble picture perfect thing is. What's your favorite mall in Iloilo? Wow, Joey, you got me here. Huh. What is? I guess SM Iloilo. And the only reason I say that is I love that outdoor area over there where the restaurants are and everything. And yeah, we kind of really love that. But the thing is Festive Walk is really beautiful because it's more than a mall, right? You go across and you have that whole, well, the Festive Walk. So there's extra to all of that. So I'm going to say, but then we end up at Robinson all the time because obviously if you want the cheapest prices, you're going to go to some of those malls or the GG Plazas, those kind of thing. And the prices are much lower. But for the whole experience, yeah. So SM Iloilo, yeah, that would be my guess. So Iloilo is treating us pretty good other than the bills. Exactly. Well, let me give you an update. We're going to make a video on this anyway, giving all the updates. But you guys join the live. You get to find out everything until Bianca jumps in. So got lots of good news. Termites came in. They treated it all over, right around the perimeter of the house, inside the house, that kind of thing. And they're actually looking into some more permanent things because that generally will only keep them at bay for 6 to 8 months, maybe a year. But at least that's a good positive thing. The owner showed up with a crew or 2 people that went to work. So very happy about that. Second thing, water. We've discovered why we have all the water issues, why the pump goes and everything. It's actually all 3 toilets that have been just overflowing quietly. And so all 3 are disconnected. But when the landlord was here, she's the owner of the house, she said that she will have a plumber come in and replace the guts on every single one of the toilets, which is fantastic. Hasn't been fixed yet, but I feel confident that it's going to happen. It was a few days ago that they were here. So that will save us money. We shouldn't have to fix them. They haven't worked from the day we moved in, right? Second part was the, or third part, I should say, is the electrical. Well, More Power has made a ticket. They haven't shown up yet, but they've made a ticket to come out here and examine what's going on with our electric here. I'm concerned because our meter is wired into the meter for the house across the street. That makes no sense. Why should my meter be wired into their meter? None of that adds up. So in addition to the water pump, maybe there's something else going on. I doubt it. I have a feeling they're sharing a fuse, which is crazy anyway. Like, talk about being lazy or cheap or whatever. Like, don't want to put a separate fuse on a meter and you're just sharing fuses between meters. I don't think it should be done that way. Nobody else's meter seems to be wired into another meter. Either way, I hope, hopefully that'll be resolved soon, but the Moore company has promised to come out, made a ticket for it. And another thing is all of a sudden, from the video, luckily, Globe has come and replaced or fixed whatever, the wire, the fiber optic wire that runs to our house, and it's now run properly and not run to my gate and wrapped around in a knot and all that stuff. So we had a whole bunch of good news in 1 week, or 2 weeks, I guess you call it, because we were away for, well, we were only away for 6 days, so yeah, week and a half. We've had so much good news. So, you know, things are looking up, right? Feeling good. Let's see. Eastwood is the first township of Mega World. I did not know that. I thought BGC was older. Interesting. Or are they just, because BGC's got city in it, but I don't believe it's a city. I think it's just part of the name. But interesting. It didn't seem as old. It seemed much newer. But I don't know. Greeting from, Citadines? Citadines, amigo. Have you considered an SRRV? Well, Paul, yes and no. I'm not of the age for the low cost one, so we'd have to put a lot more money in, and under my name, not under her name, that kind of thing. And I want to be able to work, and that's a retirement visa, so you can't work under that. And but no, we want to work. Like one of the things I want to do is a buyer's agency one day, because I know how it is on my side when you're coming into a foreign country and you are trying to locate something and you're trying to explain something in Western terms. Hopefully this is coming off correctly. And you know what you're looking for. You know that you could speak to somebody else who came from the same life as you in the West, would understand. Well, then they can send you out. And so therefore a buyer's agent would go and seek out all of the boxes that you want ticked and present you with several different things. They could have already gone to them, filmed them, photographed them, went over all the pitfalls. And eventually I'll learn all the pitfalls the more I fall, essentially, which I'm doing on my own, where, you know, you have to understand all the things that could happen and somebody who could help you navigate through them all. So it's not a real estate agent. You're not going to list anything, nothing like that. You're just essentially going to be the eyes and the ears for a foreign buyer, renter, whatever they're looking for, that kind of thing, or a business investor, whatever. It could be like that. And so I think there would be a very big need, especially with how the Philippines is expanding at a massive rate. So we'll see. Thank you, Nighthawk. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, exactly. You can't live with the what ifs. I know that I stopped being materialistic a very, very long time ago. I used to have the six-figure job, drive an Audi SUV, and have the best of everything, that kind of thing. And I gave all that up, you know. I gave all that up to say that, okay, I'm going to try to live on, what are we living on now? $1,700 a month, $1,500 a month, $1,500, something like that. Dollars a month, you know, and where it used to be $15,000 a month to live. So I gave all that up there. I could always go back if I actually absolutely needed to. I got plenty more years in me, sort of thing. And so I don't know. I don't worry about that stuff. And the ones that worry are generally the ones who know there's a reason, and there's like something in the back of their brain that says that they need to worry. And it may not be obvious on the outside, even to them, but they have that feeling, you know, and sometimes that's there for a reason. But for me, I have none. I can't be happier. Totally in a happy place. So keep your glass half full, not half empty. Exactly. Life is for the living. 100%. Sorry, I am falling behind because I went to Eastwood is like living in the U.S. You know, honestly, Robert, it's like living in the U.S., but in Disneyland. So there's no, I can't name me a city. I've been to almost every city in the United States that is big. Anyway, if you're watching it in my earlier lives, I can show you I was in 400 cities a year in the United States for my job, and so I was in every city, and crime and drug addicts and just graffiti and just literal garbage piled on the streets and like or even at 5 o'clock all these tents show up on the thing like that's the United States. So Eastwood is what the United States kind of was or it tries to attain to be. It's kind of like that, to be very honest. Yeah, there are gated communities that are absolutely stunning and beautiful in the United States, but that's only because they're a gated community. But this is like a gated community that's in like a township or a city sort of thing, right? We don't, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't believe there are anything like that in the United States outside of maybe, oh, where's the Mormon church located? I think they control everything there, including the police, everything. So I think maybe there you might see some of that. So I like your blog. I'm a bit jealous so that it's so professional. It's stopping me from blogging. Listen, nothing professional about us. We just figured it out as we go. We've been doing this for what, 2.5 years, something like that. And yeah, you learn as you go, and I'm still making mistakes all the time, you know. But at the end of the day, we just try to be us, and we're not just trying to be a polished TV channel or sort of thing or whatever. Because if it starts to feel like too much work, you're just not going to be like, you're not going to want to do it anymore. But if you just love to share things and go do cool stuff, that can last a long time, and we enjoy doing it. And if it gets not enjoyable, we're going to stop doing it, obviously. So, Roly, bro, I've been watching your channel for the last week. You guys are living the life to the fullest. It's good to see my place of birth through your channel. Cheers. Thank you very much, Roly. Exactly what I just said. Exactly. We're just trying to live the best life, you know? Think about it. Imagine the average person has not done the amount of things we've done in just a couple years. So it's pretty cool. The outside cables are a nightmare. Yes, they are. Yeah. That's a big problem. But, you know, it used to be like that in San Francisco. It used to be like New York City. It used to be. Over time, they will get buried under the ground, or everything's going to go wireless. You know, I'm going to bring this up. When I was in Costa Rica, I used to go to Costa Rica maybe 5 times a year. And when I used to go down there, I was just blown away because the internet has put them into the 21st century or the 21st century in technology, but they don't even have basic road. Like most of the roads are just garbage, and you're driving like out into the fields with the cows because the ruts are so terrible. You just keep moving further and further out. And the biggest thing is that yet you can have extreme high-speed internet, and everybody has a cell phone for like $1 a month, allowing them to leapfrog and have to go where America, United States, can't, whatever. They all had to go through like 80 years of home phones or even an operator, then a home phone and business phones and fax machines and all. They had to go through this whole 80 years of progression where emerging markets like Costa Rica were able to go instantaneously, just jump right in from being an agricultural society to immediately having the best of the best of the best. How cool is that? And that's what, you know, things like that have done. So the same thing's going to happen here. Everything's going wireless and everything else. And eventually electricity will be some free thing. Maybe one day, you know, it'd be like when we used to pay to text. Every single text used to cost you money. Well, one day, I have a feeling electricity is going to be that sort of thing too, where we'll just have some way that we have limitless electricity, or so ridiculously cheap that you just pay a flat price and use what you use. It doesn't really matter. I think we're close, honestly. I think there's a lot of technology out there. They just, first time ever in history, they proved fusion works, where they inputted less electricity than they outputted. And even though it was a small amount, the point is nobody ever thought it could be done. And it was proven to be done. So really cool, lots of things going forward, but I have a feeling that's how technology works. Troy, hello, good evening. Did Globe come out? Yes, they did. They just did yesterday. How cool is that? Yeah, Filipino. So talking about being a Filipino citizen, dual citizen, you can own a house, lot, agricultural land. Exactly. So under Bianca, we'll be able to do that. And yes, I know somebody had mentioned it earlier that becoming Filipino, Kulas. Oh, same A boys again. Yes, the government passed a law just for him to make him a citizen, which is crazy cool. And hey, so maybe there's a chance, right? But honestly, he learned 5 different languages here. He has shown every part of this country. He drove the entire country. And he has been very dedicated to the Philippines. And so the Philippines has returned that favor to him and made a law to grant him citizenship. So he did not have to give up his Canadian citizenship, and it was really cool for them to do. Yeah. Is the new cell phone SIM registration going to affect you? Yes. Actually, we showed that just a little while ago on the screen here. April 26th, everybody has to. Any SIMs that are not registered by April 26th will be deactivated, so you won't be able to use them anymore. It was, the funny thing is in Cambodia it was the same thing. But when you get on the plane in Cambodia, there are people, they put you on a bus because you had to go to a quarantine hotel. Well, on the bus, there was a guy going around selling SIM cards. Well, he registered them all in his name. And so he had 100,000, who knows how many phones he has registered his name. And then he just sold them on the plane. So it just says that somebody has to be registered to it. Could that happen? I don't know. Do they have a limit on how many one person can? I'm not sure. Hello, Rochelle. Hello, hello. Shout out from Davao Oriental. Hello to you. Robert's on a 13A visa. It's dead easy once Bianca gets her stuff finished. Fantastic. That's what I love to hear, Robert. That's what I'm hoping for as well. You could own a condo 50-50. Yeah, no, don't really want to own a condo. I don't know. There's a lot of reasons people don't like no, there's a lot of reasons people love condos. There's a lot of reasons why it's not I don't know if it's a good investment or not a good investment. I have a hard time with it. Was it Warren Buffett? He's like, if you don't know enough about it, don't invest in it, sort of thing. And so, yes, I know what pricing is and everything else, and I see that people were buying them for 5-6 million, and now they're going for 8 or 9 million in only 4 or 5 years. Will that continue? Maybe, yes. I'm sure it will. But I also see that it really matters what condo you buy, because some of them are just falling apart after 5 years, 1 year even. You get in there and you're like, how old is this building? What do you mean your building was just turned over a year ago? That kind of thing. A little scary, worrying about that, right? But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like land is the way to go. You actually own it. You don't have to keep making monthly payments after that of 5,000 pesos a month. She's joining us. Here we go. Ding, ding, ding.
Please don't mind my outfit.
Oh, everybody loves your outfit.
Hi, guys.
Hang on, I gotta turn your mic on. I gotta plug it in. All right, hang on. Everybody's gonna see I'm wearing shorts.
I'm wearing shorts too, but mine are shorter. Okay. Hello? I'm getting in. Hi.
All right, hang on. Talk.
Hello. My name's Joe.
Boom, she's in.
Hi guys. I've just been editing. Did you tell them why I've
Well, I did, but then more people keep piling in, so.
Hi. I'm editing right now, so that's why I am kind of like not in the live, but I decided to take a little bit of a break. It's important to take breaks in between your editing.
Yeah, and how is the editing going? Why don't you tell everybody what you're editing that came in late?
You have to take a shot every time I say editing, by the way.
Oh.
Anyways, I've been editing. I was editing. God damn it. Okay.
Were you editing?
I was moving the clips of a video for the cosplay video. Because that was literally our first day, like fresh off the plane. No, you turned the wrong one off.
I know, because you're like.
Thank you.
There you go. You have skin tone now.
I was a vampire for a little bit. And so, fresh off the plane, we were like instantly at the SMX convention hall, where the freaking arena is. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. And so we were there,
we spent a day looking at cosplay and stuff, and I'm editing that video right now. If you guys are curious about the merch I got at the anime convention, maybe what should I do? Should I post? Should I make it? I took a video of me opening boxes and stuff.
Nice.
Like my little bag, not a box. I didn't get a box of merch.
Why don't you show it on your Twitch store and tell them they have to
I
follow
did
you?
yesterday. I mean, no, I did today earlier. So check out my Twitch. Yeah,
Yeah.
not Twitter. Check out my Twitch.
If you don't know what Twitch is, it's like YouTube, guys.
I was live streaming this morning and kind of talking about the cosplay event anyways, because it was cool. It was super fun. The only thing that was stressful was the line. That's the only thing that I can really like complain about, but everybody had the same like problem. So it's water under the bridge because I got inside. If I didn't get inside, I would be crying and screaming about the lines. But the good thing is, they don't have another one, like another big one for a while. But Iloilo does have some cosplay events, and I'm excited for those. Hello, Helen. Oh, Happy New Year. Hello, Jenna. Hi, guys.
And I just put her Twitch
I
in the
forgot.
chat,
Yeah,
by the way.
I forgot it takes a little bit of time for the chat.
40 seconds, yeah.
Yeah. All is well. All is well. So, yeah, that's my Twitch. I normally, today was like a chatting one just because it was my first live back.
Yep.
And so it was just kind of catching up with everybody. And then I'm going to be playing games.
Yeah,
for the
tomorrow
next
at
few
noon
days.
again. Yeah. And then the next day and the next day and the next. She's going to be like diehard on this. She goes sometimes like 3-4 hours, believe it or not. A lot of times an hour and a half, but sometimes it just goes.
Yeah, I try to like go as long as I can, but then I have to factor in like, okay, well, I'll need like half an hour to get ready to go vlog or whatever. All that cool stuff. So
Pay the bills, you know?
Yeah. Twitch is very hobby.
By the way, guys, look at this. See this?
Big bow on.
Yeah, we're going to be there Thursday.
Yeah, that's where we're
We
going.
are going to be there Thursday, so shout out to you too. We'll be there, I think around 5 o'clock or something. We're going to do food market, all that. You guys have a pageant going on.
Nice.
We've never been there, so this will be a new one. You know, we've been to
Yeah,
Banate,
it'll
we've
be
been to
our
Pototan. We're trying to go out to all different kinds of
Where?
places. People have to send us invites. That's how we usually, because we don't know much about it. We'll show up and we'll be like, I don't know where to go. Who should we see? That kind of thing. It's better if somebody invites
And
us.
it's good when there's an event because it gets to show off the town in splendor, you know?
Yeah.
We're going to be like Iloilo experts one day. We're going to be going to all these towns, places, districts, and we're going to know everything. We're going to be like, oh yeah, this festival
Or
is
we'll just
this.
know all of you guys. So that's
yeah,
cool.
it's nice knowing you guys. It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, we actually, the number one thing, like we go to all these places and everything else, but, and the shiny things are shiny, but at the end of the day,
They're still shiny.
it's the
Just kidding.
people. It's the people. There's shiny things everywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? And so, like, when we go to Pototan, it's like we met so many people.
Yeah, and everybody
Hundreds,
was
maybe
like,
1,000. Who knows?
It really
was
depends
crazy.
on the energy, you know? And they had
Yeah.
high energy.
And
So did
Banate?
Banate. Banate was crazy during the dance as well. But yeah, because it's like you could go anywhere. And if the vibe sucks, you're just not going to have the best time. So it's nice to have a good time. And that matters, like, how the people are.
What do they say? Not a long time, it's a good time.
I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time.
That's right. And then Sunday we're in. Oh my God, help me out here. Atihan, Kalibo.
Oh, Kalibo.
Yeah, 15th.
Just the 15th?
I
That's
know it's in a
coming up
week.
quick.
I know.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Holy.
So we will be at Atihan. So for
Yeah.
those in Kalibo, there you go. Make sure you find us.
Neat. That's gonna be
Maybe
fun.
we'll stand out as much as we stood out. The last time.
I'm gonna need some more tourists to show up to
Right.
Kalibo,
Can I be like
please.
not the
If
only foreigner there?
If you are in the Philippines on the 15th, 15th, right?
Yeah, 15th.
Go to Kalibo, Western
Yeah.
Visayas, please. Okay.
Yeah.
More the merrier.
To be honest, we don't mind standing
No,
out. It's
we
quite
don't-
all
yeah,
right.
we're-
We're very.
We're already with a video
Yeah.
camera, so that makes us stand out. It's
Yeah.
like by itself, and so just having him be a tall white guy is just kind of
Yeah,
like.
and I can just see over all the crowd. It's fantastic. It's
Yeah,
like,
I'm a little
Where's
jealous.
the bathroom? Oh, I can tell you where one is 6 blocks away.
Yeah, I was jealous because today. Wait, did you already tell them what we were doing today, or no?
Oh yeah. Go
Yeah,
ahead. Go ahead.
yeah.
Go ahead. There's a lot.
He's like,
There's a lot
"What
of
do
new
you-
people. So I talked about a lot.
Okay. So yeah, we were watching the talent competition for Miss Iloilo, which was banging. Okay, that was so cool. I was like, pretty women doing cool things is a good time. Anyways, I forget what I was gonna say. No, I'm
What you
jealous.
talking about, Pretty Women?
I'm jealous because he's so tall, and so he can see. He doesn't have to be right at the front of the rail.
I can
He
see
could be
everything.
behind and like see over people and just see straight.
No.
Meanwhile, I'm like on my tippy toes. Like my calves got to work out because I have to keep moving, like going up. Just so, there's a black bar there.
Yeah. We keep
Anyways.
getting the what do you call it? The exposure keeps bouncing in, out with us. That's why I keep trying to relocate so that I'm the same exposure as you.
It's fine. We're vampires once in a while. It's
Yeah.
cool.
See when you did
It's
that
'cause
hair
I
thing?
move.
Look
It's
at
'cause
that.
I move. It's my hand. It's like, oh, okay.
Right. It looks better
Darkness.
when it's dark.
I know. It's
I
kind
know.
of like
Just keep
um,
touching your head, would you?
Anyway.
Township is a city within a city. Ah, yes, very good.
So wait, are we in Mandaria Township? Wait, sorry, what?
No, we were talking
City within
about.
a
So
city.
Abe here, he is an investor with Mega World, and so
Damn,
living in
okay.
California.
All right.
And so we were
respect.
talking about Eastwood and all that, and BGC,
Eastwood is
and
really
how
pretty
does that
and
work?
quiet.
he's saying Eastwood is their very first ever township, and so I was just trying to figure out, is
What's
BGC
the
not a
difference?
township, and isn't BGC older? And that's impressive if it's newer, because wow, that's a lot of building they did. So
Yeah.
Not sure.
Cool. Before you chose Boracay, Philippines, which nations did I always considered the Philippines
Yeah.
only because I'm
Yeah.
half Filipino.
yeah,
Everything else is kind of free. Like I have a reason to learn Tagalog because I want to be able to speak to my mom, so that gives me more motivation to learn. Versus like going to Thailand and learning Thai, I don't really have that drive.
yeah, that connection's
know?
not there. And also, you can retire in Thailand, but that's all you can really do. You can't work in Thailand. Like most countries in the world, like people, a Canadian passport's fantastic. You can go anywhere in the world as a tourist. But there's only so many countries in the world that'll let you work. Like when we were in Albania, for $2,000, no problem. We were permanent residents and have the right to work.
And
We-
vote. We could vote.
And they
Not that
actually
way.
don't let people retire in Albania. So you could be a millionaire, go to Albania, and they're not going to give you a permanent residency unless you have a job or a company. You have to have
Yeah.
income.
Yeah.
And you could have $1 million in the bank or millions, whatever. And they're like, yeah, no.
Open a freaking business.
Yeah, open a business, pay taxes, do this. Don't just have
The
money
one
to
thing
retire on.
that we were jealous about in Albania is that we only got like 3 months? 3 months for a visa.
Yeah.
And Americans got a full year without
Yeah.
needing to do anything, which I was a little jealous of. but-
Yeah, definitely. A lot of people are jealous of that, except for the Americans.
Yeah.
We
love
have Gcash. We've never used it, and the reason is you need a utility bill in your
You
name
need to prove yourself. Like,
to confirm your account, so you can link it to your bank account. And so
Yeah.
technically, I could use Gcash, but I'd have to go load it somewhere, I guess. And then I
maybe
could
at
pay.
7-Eleven?
Yeah, I could,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
sorry, I think will load me.
Oh, that's
Like,
cool.
because you can just give somebody money and they'll put it
And
in
they'll
there.
just put it.
So that is the only one. We haven't yet used it. We have BDO, so we can just use our BDO card. And that we had early problems with our debit cards, all that good stuff. We have a lot of videos for that already. But what
Yeah.
works for us now is we just do one transfer every month, $1.99 of our money that we get in Canada, to our BDO account. That's it. Costs us $1.99. And we get the
That's
bank
nice.
exchange
That's
rate.
so
You know,
nice.
it's working out well for us. And then that's it. But now we do have to worry, and because now we're all our eggs in one basket here in BDO too, right? So
Yes.
if anything ever
Well,
were to happen, yeah. But I have my limit set really low. The good thing about BDO is you can go into your phone, and I can set it so that I literally have $0 online transactions and $0 debit. And then when I want to make a debit, I can log in and I can up it, click save, go ahead and pay the purchase, bring it back down to 0. Yeah, I just discovered that today. But then I was like, yeah, but if the app's ever down,
And
when
you need to
when you want to buy something,
yeah, yeah.
it ain't gonna work.
It's almost like you have to do it the day of, or
Right,
whatever,
right.
or before you leave. Adobe Premiere.
Yes, we use Adobe Premiere. That's right.
It's
And
nice.
wait,
It's very easy.
we should have done this earlier. There we go, Robert. There, it's me.
Naturalize his citizenship. They had to make a special law for him
Yeah, they did.
to get it, because otherwise
It just passed actually just recently.
congrats for
No,
him.
for him to buy his real estate, yeah, he got something before that, I believe.
Oh.
But yeah, they just made
I
him.
wouldn't-
They passed a
yeah.
law so he could get citizenship, and it just
Yeah,
passed.
yeah.
It literally
Good
passed
for him,
like
by the
last
way.
month. Yeah.
That's awesome for him. If you buy a condo, make sure it's a Mega World condo. I have to vlog about that. I'm Mega World.
Well, yes, but like to our viewers, just Mega World is a fantastic investment, obviously, because they
Probably, like,
control
the
the
number one.
environment around them, and therefore it's in their business interest that their places are maintained, right? Obviously, it makes sense. It's like having a hotel in the middle of Disneyland. They're not going to let it get run down. It's representing Disneyland. Even if it's no longer owned by Disneyland, it just won't happen that way, right? And that's the same thing. So when we did with others, so if it's in the middle of a ALA area, well, obviously it's in ALA's best interest to maintain those buildings, maybe build at a higher level. I can't guarantee this, by the way, because we've kind of seen both, right? Because we've seen in Mega World getting an Airbnb and going, whoa, what's going on with this building? But we also just came out of the pandemic, and so I don't know if that's the norm, right? So we've seen it in certain places.
Just slow
In
to
other
the
places, no, we've seen fantastic.
up.
We recently did the video on Shangri-La, their condos, and somebody pointed out, yeah, but look at the building from 2004, 2006 they built, that kind of thing. Guess what?
2004.
They're fantastic. They look great, and those were selling for just a few million pesos at the time. Now they're selling for 27 million pesos for a one-bedroom in the buildings that were built in 2004. So there you go. These are the kind of things you do want to look at. What is the resale value of their older buildings?
Yeah.
And are they getting that kind of numbers? Like, the best way to know that is if all of them are going in that same ballpark.
Yeah.
That's
If one
that's-
person is selling it for that much.
Yeah,
then
one
it's like-
person posted it at that price. It doesn't
Nice
mean
try.
anything. What's the average price? And yeah, so it does really matter. And honestly, it's no different than in Canada, United States, or anything else. If after the 1 year and the builder is done with the place, the HOA is in charge of dealing with the rest of that kind of stuff. And that's where you can run into issues they don't maintain or whatever. But I believe when it comes to Mega World properties, and you can correct me if I'm wrong here, Abe, that they continue to have an invested interest in the buildings regardless. Here in our subdivision, we just found out that, we moved here. Oh, we can use the pool. We can use this. Yeah, no, the clubhouse is actually not even owned by the residents.
But it's like 80 pesos.
80
per
pesos to
head
use the pool each time.
for
Yeah.
membership, which is like 2,000.
Oh, is that all it is?
something.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's so,
it's
but either way, it's a separate thing, and therefore it's not dependent on the HOAs, I guess. So could be a positive or a negative, but it doesn't come with your when you move in here, that kind of thing, as an automatic thing. There's this new thing in the Philippines where foreigners can own these. So, townhouses. Yeah, because they're like condos, right? Like we have condo townhouses in Canada as well, where it's still considered a condo. And often they'll have two towers and then it's condo townhouses around it. They're all condos. So you don't own the land underneath it, right? So you're only got a 50-year lease essentially. You own the condo and then you have to pay your condo fees every month. That's kind of the thing though. If you're gonna get a townhouse, why don't you buy the house where you own the land underneath it, and then it's all your problem, but then it's also yours forever. And
You need to be Filipino for that, though. That's why a lot of people don't.
oh yeah, duh. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, or Filipino's name. I know. I forget that all the time
We
because
can't. We can't. He's talking like, why wouldn't you buy?
right,
land?
right. But because we
What do you
will,
mean we
when
can't?
we will, you
Yeah,
will be
yeah.
able to. Yeah. Hello, Jenna. Hello.
Hello.
And let's see. Iloilo has some townhouses too. Oh, there we go. Did
Ooh.
not know that. What games are you streaming?
I have to think. I've been playing Nikki, which is Goddess of Victory, Nikki. I don't even know. I think Genshin is in my list. Maybe not. Stardew, I think, is in my list. I play so many different games. So, Mobile Legends.
Yeah, I was gonna
I think
say, right?
tomorrow is Mobile Legends.
There you go.
So, yeah, it'll be good.
Let's
It'll be
jump
good.
to
Hi,
Pauline here.
Pauline. Hi.
Hello,
Hi,
the
from
lovely
driving.
Pauline.
Pauline's going to be our driver. Pauline's going to be our driver next time we're there. Doing driving lessons.
Nice.
I love
I
that.
hope it
I
went
love
well,
that.
Pauline. By the way, are you in this picture, Pauline? I think
Yeah,
so. Yeah,
look,
there
and
you're
she's
right there.
literally
Duh.
slaying. Like,
Check out that picture, Pauline.
Why is
I found a whole card, by the way, Pauline, of all kinds of photos that I didn't realize I had. So I have to go through them, and I will send them to you. But
Yeah.
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 So there you are, Pauline. Found some more pictures of you.
Mindanao.
Yeah, eventually.
It's just
We have
far,
so many
it's so
places
far
we're going.
down. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like it's kind of like eventually we'll make our way down.
Yeah.
And I know we're in the middle, so we're not in Manila saying it's so far down. We're in Iloilo
Yeah.
saying it's so far down. So it's not the same, but still, it's far.
Yeah. Well, the good thing about us is we're permanent. So don't worry. We're going to get to everybody.
One
for sure.
day.
Yeah.
One day we'll go there.
Hello, Joel. Thank you
From
very much.
Tenza, Cavite, Philippines. Hello. Thank you, Joel. I'm gonna head back soon.
Wow.
I gotta edit.
You pronounced it properly. Tigbowan?
I don't know. I'm not gonna say it now because
Ah.
I'm scared.
Why are you tripping? Thank you very much for joining us,
Hello.
fellow Canadians. No
Nope.
buyers.
Oh no, I love
No. Like,
it. Yeah.
no.
And it might
No.
just like
We had
maybe-
obviously some hiccups with the house, that kind of thing. But like I started off in the beginning, we had so much good news in the last week and a half of like everything is getting fixed and solved, for us.
lucky
So.
girl syndrome. I'm just kidding.
Whoa, is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's when you believe everything will like happen, or like you're just so lucky, so everything goes your way,
Yeah.
and then it does. I don't know. I'm doing it. It works.
Yes, we definitely want to meet with Mikey.
Mikey
He has a
Postos.
massive YouTube
Is that the
channel.
one with the bird?
Yeah, the bird aviary.
Aviary.
Aviary. Thank you. That sounds a lot better.
I love that.
Sorry
I
if
love
your
that.
comment's long, it gets cut off on the screen, but it is. There you go. They recently got a plot of land for their farm rest house. Yeah, I know.
Imagine
it's so
having a
cool.
rest house.
Right?
That would be like a cottage.
You don't even know how to rest. What are you worried about?
I do know how to rest. That's my number one thing.
We're from Canada, Rain, from the Toronto area. My 5-foot height is well jealous of any height. Exactly. I think we're really behind on these comments.
Mindanao is a district in Iloilo. Okay. Like Haro. Okay. Oh, I wasn't sure because I feel like we got a comment and people were like saying Mandaria was its own town or something at like one point. And then I was like, but it says it's in Iloilo City. So how is it?
So they were amalgamated. Toronto used to be a bunch of cities too. Scarborough used to be a separate city.
but
North York used to
Mississauga
be.
is still a...
Yeah,
oh,
Mississauga's
North
not.
York.
Yeah. There's
Okay,
lots.
I get
Etobicoke
it.
used to be a city.
Yeah,
and then they
yeah.
amalgamated. So
Yeah,
that's
okay.
the same with
That's
here.
what it
That's why
means.
Pavia is not part of Iloilo City.
It
But
hasn't gone up
but
yet.
this one
But
is.
it will be.
Yeah,
It will
exactly.
be.
So yeah, Miss Universe will be on Sunday, January 15th at 9 a.m. So we will be in Kalibo at the Ati Ati Han.
At the same time?
Yes, January 15th in the morning. So we'll be gone. We'll be on a bus.
Oh, dang.
Yeah,
I'm
so
sorry.
we'll have to just do like reactions after the fact. That's probably the only thing we
Yeah.
do. We already decided that yes, we know ABS-CBN will strike us,
Honestly, I don't care. It's cool. It's
and we're
cool
just going to do
react.
it anyway. So we're doing it for free. Let's see. Is the internet service under your name? No. Oh, sorry. No, it's not.
It's not.
It's not. They wanted an extra 7,000 pesos just to change the name.
And they don't accept ACR cards, which is like, that's our Philippines ID.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
we literally have a government
mean?
ID
Yeah.
that had our address back when we lived on Boracay because they don't really worry about updating that. But we
Yeah,
go
so we have
back
to-
on the
we should-
22nd
yeah.
anyway, so we'll talk
No,
to them.
20th.
20th, which you have to book.
I still have to book
Yes.
that.
So yeah, they won't accept the ID. We tried. They rejected it. It says right in it, it has to be utility bill. Actually, you know what? We should be able to do this now. I can get a statement from BDO. But guess what? BDO, our bank account was open on Boracay. You can't switch home branches.
No, you have to close it and then
You have to close it and open a brand new one.
What does that
here.
even mean? Like,
How crazy is
do you
that?
guys not talk to one another? I don't get that one because it's like, does nobody move
Yeah.
at all ever?
Right. And,
Like,
why would you end your history? Like we got 1 year with BDO sort of thing, and you're going to lose that history with your bank because you moved. That seems crazy to me, but that's what we're told. That's how it works here. You can't just switch. You can't just move. essentially. We can't go into here and say, hey, my card's not working. They'll go to your home branch.
Do you prefer townhouses or condos? Neither.
Yeah, because we lived in condo, right? We've done all that.
Townhouse,
and
versus-
condos, there's
yeah.
an advantage to that. Obviously, we prefer a house. And for us, it's about land, about having the outdoors, having all these windows that we open up all the way around,
Yeah.
having balconies and everything else. You know, condos have very tiny balconies sometimes. Like, if we had like this massive veranda with like a garden and
I like greenery. Okay,
Right.
I'm not good with gardening, but
Right, and we-
I want it to. I want to be surrounded by
so
it.
technically there is a way for us to like it, but it would cost so much money that would be ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like in Albania when we had that penthouse that was like massive. I don't even know how big it was, but it was massive penthouse. We were on the roof, right? Our balcony was bigger than the actual indoor space.
Yeah.
Even though like the indoor space was like
Yeah. Our balcony
two
was,
bedrooms, three
oh
bedrooms.
no. Yeah, it was well the whole thing was over 3,000 square
Yeah,
feet.
it was massive.
Massive
We
penthouse.
put trees on top. I literally grew a
many trees.
I
like
grew a
20, 30.
pomegranate and kumquats. Those were the first ones that ended up fruiting.
Fruiting, yeah.
And so, because that was nice. That's nice.
You can see it, by the way, in our Albania
Yeah,
playlist.
if you want to check it out.
If you want to see what it's like to live in Albania.
And so that was just really, really cool.
Gilbert, yeah, so we are on hold. All we can do is YouTube right now. We in Albania, we had a business. So you can she's like, I'm retired.
I'm retired.
Yeah, so we can't actually do anything yet. Once she has her dual citizenship, hopefully in the next few months, it's all awarded, done. I can get a 13A after that. Apparently, Robert says it was pretty easy for him, so that's fantastic. Our plan is to have businesses, maybe, I don't think work, but like work for other people, I mean, more likely than not that we are going to start a business. So we're on hold. We're in a holding pattern right now. We've been doing YouTube for years. We're just going to continue our YouTube for now. And hopefully once this is all done, very soon, hopefully, that can change. We're looking forward to it.
Wait, we were practicing today.
Yes.
My
We're practicing good morning.
Aga. But it's nighttime now, so it's Mayayong Gabi.
Mayong Gabi?
It's
Instead of Aga?
Yeah, Aga is like morning.
Right.
Hapon is like afternoon.
Yeah.
Gabi is evening.
Okay.
Maayong. I feel like I'm saying that wrong, but there's too many vowels. You know? Why are there so many vowels? It messes me up.
Apparently,
Can't have two A's, you know?
yeah.
So you have a nice voice. If you want to cosplay, I recommend Batman because of it.
I'm back.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. B is our go-to variety gamer with a side of cosplay. That's it. Jenna knows what's up.
Yeah,
yes,
good.
I will wait. I still have to edit and
They'll be
post
to you.
pictures from us.
Listen, she's starting to get stuff done, okay? She's doing really good lately.
There's so, you know what? It's crazy because there's so much I need to do.
Got to write it all down.
And that's what I'm doing. And I didn't realize, like, once I get through it all,
Like
then
Mel.
it'll be, like, easier. But
Yeah.
right now, I'm like, okay, I'm trying to edit a video. I have to do laundry. Frick laundry. I hate laundry.
Can you tell she hates laundry?
And then I, like, post, like, TikToks, post Instagrams, blah, blah, blah. And then eventually, once I catch up to that, then I can, like, start my proper schedule, you know?
Yep.
So I'm just working through it right now.
One
doing
thing at a
okay.
time, clicking it off, checking off the boxes, because, in our lives, like, we really have very little time.
My goal is to start waking up early, but I keep going to bed really late because I'm working on stuff. So I'm like, it's fine for now, okay? You know what? Eventually I'll switch my schedule to mornings and getting a ton done. But since I'm working through so much, then it's okay. Like I'm updating my stream, so I'm doing that, and I'm just, everything.
Okay, so let me go back up here. Good evening from Riyadh. Thank you, Renee. And then also Mike and Mel. Hello from Vancouver. Love your vlogs. Thank you so much. Have we been back to SNR? No, but we've been
Not
eating their
back.
pizza. we actually, because we were leaving, we didn't want to buy a bunch of groceries. And then we made the foolish thing. I didn't even think about this. Is my fault. Completely my fault. Because of our meter problem and our massive electricity bill, I'm like, we're leaving for 6 days. I'm flipping my fuse box. I shut it off. Totally forgot about our fridge and freezer. We didn't have very much in it.
Gross.
It was
literally.
it was bad, but there was almost nothing in it, to be honest. So we didn't
There
lose
was crab
a
in
bunch
the
of food.
freezer. There was crab in the freezer, and
Cooked
it
crab
still
from
smells.
a restaurant that
It still smells.
yeah,
And
from Banate.
yeah, and yeah, it was pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
Okay, I would like 0 out of 10. Don't recommend that.
Yeah, and then since we've been back, we haven't bought any food. So no,
He's
we haven't.
starving me, guys. Just kidding. Just kidding. I had like 4 pieces of pizza.
She's eating out like 3 times a day, you know, right now. Yeah, we go out a lot because we're always out. And
we had
we're just
McDonald's today, which is
but
goes against
we had
my
the tiny thing. We just had that. What was it called?
the chicken.
Yeah, it's just like a little flat piece of chicken. It comes with some rice. It was a very small meal. We
Yeah.
didn't like gorge or anything.
I
What's the
did.
biggest issue of living in the Philippines? Joey's a new member, by the way.
The
so
freaking
say hello to Joey.
mosquitoes. Joey, hello. And it's not okay. Maybe
For
wait,
her, it's
do you
mosquitoes.
Do you want like a specific, like, Philippines thing? Because I got mosquito bites in Canada. At least they were only there for like 2 months. You know, so you suffer for 2 months, and then during winter you don't get mosquitoes. But sidewalks. Sidewalks would probably be my Philippine-centric complaint. I'm sure there's other countries that don't have great sidewalks, but some sidewalks here literally are out to kill you, okay? You have to look both up and down because the Sari Sari has the roof overhanging and a sign that's ready to knock you out
It's
the
like
minute you
4
look
feet
down.
off the ground.
But then if you don't look down, there's a random hole in the sidewalk or like a crack that's just going to break your ankle if you like walk on it wrong. So it's like an Olympic sport. Walking on the sidewalk
It really
here.
is. You're better off walking on the road.
Yeah, it stresses me out at nighttime because it's harder for me to see even with my glasses on. My vision is just not that good. Especially if there's cars coming like towards me, the light ends up blinding me more. So yeah, I'm really like it should be an Olympic sport. That's like it's a talent, okay? There's so many stories of people breaking their like foot on the first
So
day.
much talent. All right, are we going to Sinulog? No, we won't make it
Not this
this year, Abe. We're going to go for next year. We're going to
Yeah,
do
we're
Ati-Atihan
we're doing 2.
and Dinagan this year. So that's we did not make it to the American. So what we were going to do
No, we wanted to, but
is
it was a
we want to go with a veteran so that they can really add some, what do you call it? Like not stories, but some depth to it.
yeah.
And purpose and stuff like that. And we have friends that are, you know, retired military, that kind of thing. And so we wanted to save it for a time we can bring them and really add into it. I was in the Canadian reserves, but for a very short period of time. There were no wars back then, that kind of thing. It was just, you know, and then wasn't in it very long. I got injured. So,
And I was not. I have no
yeah,
idea.
so
about
I
anything military,
couldn't
so.
really put any real depth into it. You know, we've all watched History Channel. I watch it more than most. So, but that's
Yeah.
about all. And I just want to make sure it has a good value to it. And there's some,
Yeah.
like, we're not faking anything. I'm not interested in faking anything. I'd rather go with somebody because I find it very interesting. We listened to our friend
Yeah,
Peter
yeah.
and the stories. Like, he was literally in Saddam Hussein's palace. He was an MP, so that was one of his stations. Being in there and just hearing some of the crazy
Yeah, it's
stories
really
that he was
interesting.
telling us was just incredible. It really was. They didn't. Oh yes, probably because it says tourist in the corner. That's quite possible.
Probably,
But yeah, so we're gonna get that solved soon enough. But that's just the transfer in. Like I said, right now our BDO works fine, and everybody accepts BDO. So there hasn't been a big need. I'm going to be very honest for Gcash. We're never going. Oh, we can't get this. We don't have Gcash.
No.
That's the only thing I would say. Marissa, just want to say hello. Thank you very much for staying in Makati for a while.
Yeah,
And got
it was
oh, hello,
lovely.
Marissa.
Hi.
It was our pleasure, and we had such a good time. So, and thank you. Thank you for warm welcome.
Here's to 100K.
Yeah,
getting
right?
there,
Let's
okay?
get there, guys.
We'll totally.
These guys are giving
blow
us daily
past it.
vibes.
I want to donate 100K. I'm multimillionaire in ELO too.
Okay.
I love that ELO too.
All right, Eric. When you're a multimillionaire, we'll be here. We'll be here for you to give us 100K. That'd be fantastic. Did you know that Iloilo is known for menacing creature and folklore? Aswang. Yes, we actually
Yes.
have a little thing where Pauline tells a story about the Aswang because she's from this whole area here too.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's on our other channel that we
the Panay.
we had a lot more time on Boracay, and we don't have any time right now, but it is intended for us to push it over there. So if you go to this channel and then just say other channels, you'll see our other channel on there. It's called That's So Interesting. And we already have an Oswang one there where Pauline tells us stories of Oswangs and her family and their situations they've gone through. And yeah, it's pretty scary to hear it from her.
We
So.
could put the reaction onto that channel for Miss Universe.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Duh. Yeah, we're going to do the Miss Universe reaction on the other channel because they can copyright that all they want. We don't get any money on that channel. So that's a smart you're a smart cookie today.
Thank you.
You are on. Good job, girl.
Okay, I'm going to go back now, though.
All right, she's got to
guys,
go.
I'm headed out.
After smelling the crab, I tell you. Yeah, we went right out and bought baking soda so that our freezer and our fridge, they all got baking soda in it. We Cloroxed everything. It was
I even poured out the ice cubes that we
oh
had
everything.
because it was just
Everything.
like I don't trust nothing right now.
It was cooked crab, but it sat in there
yeah,
for
it
a
was
week.
yeah, without.
Hey,
like,
we defrosted our freezer unintentionally.
I'm leaving now.
I
I'm
know,
leaving
I
now.
know.
Okay, goodbye,
All right.
guys. Goodbye.
Thank you for
goodbye.
joining us. She's going back to her editing. I'm gonna unplug her mic here so it doesn't double. There we go. I can go back to the middle here. You want your tea? Wait, are you going back down? Yeah. She's gonna make my coffee. If we had more time, I was already thinking like we should just do, what do they call it? A marathon. Yeah, a marathon. And go for the last 10K to get to 100,000. But just stay live for a week, whatever it takes, until you get enough subscribers. Early mornings are for Michael. Yeah, I know. I'm the 3-hour sleeper, 4-hour sleeper, that kind of thing. And I work nonstop. I love working. That was the same with my my life before this. I just loved it. I love the game of life. Does that make sense? Gotta win, you gotta win. No worries for the smelly crabs. There'll be carbs coming for you soon from Banate. Whoa, wait, what? Wow. Wow. Billy, you're sending me some carbs. I don't know if you mean crabs or carbs, but. Shine Jane, hello from the City of Love. Hello. Sidewalk skill issues. Yes. They should have a badge for that, I survived the sidewalks. Thanks for your insight on living in the Philippines. I hope you have all the success in the world. Thanks, Joey. Appreciate that. And if you ever need anything, you're a member now, so you can ask anytime, anything you want. We have everything listed, so you can always contact us. And thank you for becoming a member on there. That helps us. If people don't know, revenue on YouTube, this is how it works. Christmas, leading up to Christmas, everything's good. January, you need twice as many views to make the same amount of money. It's quite interesting because advertising revenue drops like a rock on YouTube for them as well, obviously. And so the rates are in the toilet right now. So becoming members helps us. If you are able, then please do, and we'll try to make more content for there and keep you all entertained. When do you go to Mindanao? So we've written Kulis many times. I don't want to say many times, maybe 3-4 times. We've tried, never get an answer from them. So, to just go there and just hope to find them, not a very good plan. And we try to plan things so that, I don't know, just don't. I guess we could make that into a video, eh? Can you imagine? And we just say that we're not leaving until we meet them, sort of thing, and just be one of those type of people. Sidewalk issue is worrying for me as a wheelchair user. Yeah, definitely. So Nighthawk, it matters where you live. 100% matters where you live. That is going to be important. I would definitely, Eastwood, now that I've seen it, you never have to leave. You never have to leave that place. And not only that, they have so much of it that's covered. So even in rain, you can go all over the place in there very easily. It's very impressive, actually. We haven't been everywhere. Obviously, there's going to be a lot more places to go. Obviously, there's lots of places in BGC that are very friendly for you in a wheelchair. If you come to Iloilo, you're going to do fine if you stay in a very specific area. And soon, it depends how many years you might be thinking out of coming here, there will be several different areas here. Like we have the Georgia Project. Festiwalk is going to keep growing like crazy with Mega World. You have the Ayala Corporation is growing like crazy too. But for them, I think they're not doing the whole like Mega World where they build everything. They control all aspects of your life, you know, making sure everything is all very walking distance of each other. Where Ayla seems to be, we're going to build the condos very close to all this stuff, and you're very close to SNR and close to Mega World and everything else, and without having to build up a huge amount of stuff. They do have, you know, different areas there that are quite nice, but Eastwood is actually right by the river. We actually didn't go there, but it was very, very close. It was raining, if you don't recall, and but it's like a block away from the river. It's really nothing by the sea. See, the big cities kind of stay away from the sea because, you know, storms and flooding, those kind of things, right? So everybody is, all the really big cities are kind of pushed back, you know, pushed back quite a bit. Now, Iloilo, obviously, we have the ocean, the sea right there. So we're about 5 years from the whole beach area being reclaimed. They're building all kinds of condos and everything for all the settlements that are already on the beach, relocating them, good health care and daycare, and they're building everything for them so that they'll move. And then they're going to build, you know, like the sidewalks and the parks and the esplanade, thank you, esplanade for all the way down there, which then will give rise to beautiful condos and all kinds of things over there. So it's going to be really good. You know, you got to give it a little bit of time here, and then you will have a beautiful ocean side, seaside, however you want to say it, property or city. And it'd be quite nice. Thank you for the good wives. Have an awesome rest of your stream. Okay, lurk away. Thank you, Jenna. Appreciate it. Air conditioning is going great. We only run these window ones when we're in here broadcasting, and lately it has been so cool that even when we're working in here, we're just leaving all the windows open. It's, I say really cool. You know, the funny thing is if you look at our early videos, oh my God, I was sweating. Right now I got a bunch of lights on my head right now and I'm sweating a bit, but it's probably, what do I have it set to? I have it set to 28 degrees right now in the air conditioner, and I'm fine. And if I opened all the windows and everything, it just would blow on the microphone, but otherwise, it's about that temperature outside. And that actually doesn't feel hot anymore. We kind of went, you know, I don't know. You eventually get used to it. Searching for Kulis, yeah, that would be a funny documentary. You're right. And you would have to meet with us then, right? Right. Have we been to McKinley Hill? Yes, yes. Yeah, we've been to Venice Grand Canal. We've been all over the place. We actually have another BGC video coming out, Abe, with Pauline. She came with us, and we're just a few more videos out where we're actually going to be caught up back to Iloilo. And believe it or not, we had a couple of videos before we left in the Iloilo province area that we still need to put out. But we didn't put them out because it's important when you go to a city, in order for everything to be relevant, you want to get out those type of things. So when you're doing Christmas and New Year's, you got to put those videos out around Christmas or New Year's. Nobody wants to hear about that video January 10th. Plus, when we go to a city, we often get a lot of suggestions from our viewers, emails, messages, everything else. And so it's important they know we're actually there. And then we get invites and messages saying, hey, check this out, check that out. Because if anybody's ever been down to the whole Metro Manila, greater Metro Manila area, there is probably 500,000 things to do. And you can't possibly know them all. Like I can tell you that other than I saw a couple of YouTube vlogs, but otherwise I never really heard of Eastwood City. Like, never. So, big difference, right? Yeah, I didn't think Eastwood City would be anywhere near the ocean. It's just the rivers there. And then obviously when you go down to Manila Bay, you know, you got some water there. But it's like having, I don't know, I know people say Dolomite Beach, but it's an industrial area. It's not beach, you know, it's not what you imagine as a beach, that sort of thing. So it's not actually usable water. And I don't know, they're building that island out there, I guess, for a bridge and stuff like that. There's going to be a lot of work going on out there. There's other reasons to move down in that area, obviously. You got the massive malls and a lot of walking areas and beautiful parks. And if you like boating, well, they have a yacht club there and that kind of thing. So Eastwood is near the fault line. I think everything out that way is, yeah, like I don't think Makati is going to get anything any less, or BGC is going to get anything less because I don't think a fault line is that narrow. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think they'll all be affected, you know, in that area. Because if you look, especially we could see in Makati when we were on top of that roof, you got all the different districts. We could see them, and they're all very, very close. Paul. Better, Paul? There we go. Is San Miguel beer in a mug? Yeah, I wish. No, it's coffee. Got to keep me awake. I don't need any help staying awake, but keeps me awake for after this, so I can keep working. It's only 10:30 right now. It's early for me. Okay, Mega World is opening a new township in Palawan. Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. I can't wait to go to Palawan, to be very honest. So there's 2 different districts there. Because when we imagine Palawan, and the only reason I know this is because somebody had messaged something and said there's not this in Palawan or whatever. And I looked it up and I'm like, yeah, I think it was SM Malls or something. And I'm like, no, there's like 4. And then I was like, wait a minute, there's 4? I thought Palawan was just like resorts and jungle. I didn't realize that there's like full-on development, modern buildings, everything going on over in Palawan. So now I'm really intrigued. We got to go there, obviously. We just have citizenship first, right? Now that the New Year's done, we're going to do these festivals here that are taking place in January. But then in you guys are going crazy here. Yeah, we got February is going to be about getting that dual citizenship, at least in everything done, no more problems, waiting out that process because that's a priority for us. Everything else has to take a backseat to that. So as much as we'd love to go hop on a boat, go over to Bacolod, really close, then go take a motorbike and just rent a motorbike and do the whole Panay over there and go to Dumaguete and, well, the whole, how do you say it? Occidental? No, Oriental? Oriental Negros Oriental? Something like that. We're going to try to do that whole island there. That will be a lot of fun, and we want to do it, but we have time. We also need to go to northern Luzon and go up to Baguio and everything. And so we had 2 plans. One was rent a motorbike and do the south, go all the way, and then rent a car. And the reason for car is I want to have warmer clothes if we're going to go up to Baguio, and not just whatever you can fit in a backpack, and do the whole northern right down there. And that's like a hugely populated area with a lot to see. There's a lot to see in other places, I get it. But nobody can argue that like the most things are in Luzon, right? Like it's just the biggest place. And so we're going to get that out of the way. We want to go over here to this Panay, and then Palawan. Back to Cebu. Oh, that's funny how I had to say show on that, Robert. YouTube doesn't know that word. So anyway, we have a lot of places. Siargao, Samar Island. Oh, there's so many places. Davao, Mindanao. You know, you need a lot of years. I feel like we're trying to put a lot into 1 year when we have our whole lives to be here. So hopefully we'll get it all done. Oh, there it is. Marikina River. That is the one that runs off of it. Jogging every day. Yeah, so we're doing it at 7 a.m. every day. And 7 to 7:30, that kind of thing. The plan was we're going to go jogging. At 8 o'clock, the pool's supposed to open. We're going to go swimming. But now we got to carry money because apparently you got to pay for it and all this other stuff. And then also, when we go there at 8 o'clock, they haven't even opened the pool yet. It says 8 o'clock, but they don't show up at 8 o'clock. So we weren't sure what we're going to do. But anyway, that's the intention, is that we will go running every day at 7 o'clock in the morning and really get a start on the day. But in order to do that, we got to change the rest of our schedules, because often if I'm editing to 3, 4 in the morning, obviously I can't get up at 7 every single time and go running. So I've got to get a better schedule going and plan, and then we'll go. You have a line across your head. Oh, that's this. Hang on, let me get rid of that. Yeah, there we go. That is the whenever I click on somebody's comment. Actually, why don't I just move it? I'll move it down here. So now it might be in my shirt or something, but there we go. Thank you very much. No more, see, no more line in my head. There we go. Anyway, so that's the plan. That's the plan. Tigbawan, sorry, will be on Thursday. Tomorrow we got to go find our cats, which is crazy. They ran away, but they didn't really run away. They were outdoor cats staying at somebody else's house that they don't really know where their home is, so they haven't done anything wrong. I'm starting to sweat like crazy because the lights are just getting hotter and hotter, but it is what it is. Anybody else got anything else before I let us go? Because we're doing well. It was an hour and a half, something like that. And got more work to do. She's finishing up her video. I'm going to do one video also and get everything caught up. Because then when we catch things up, it's a little more real time for everybody. But I'm glad you guys have joined us because we used to do the lives every 9 a.m. every Sunday morning. We're probably going to go back to that, but not next week because next week we're going to be over at Ati Atihan in Kalibo. So we'll be at one of the oldest festivals. It's quite large, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So I guess that's it. I just wanted to thank you all for joining today. Appreciate you very much. And for those of you who subscribed and the members and everything, we really appreciate all of you. You know, we have new videos up. If you haven't looked in the last few days, we have lots of videos. Right now, we're pretty much doing almost 2 a day, I think it is. So it's taking a while. I'm looking forward to Palawan. Yeah, Robert, I'm going to be a little jealous until we get there because it looks absolutely beautiful there. But you never know where you end up being. Oh, hello, May. You're catching me as I am leaving. Bianca just came in for a little bit, but she's back to work. But thank you very much, guys. Hopefully 100K would be really awesome. Really appreciate that. Oh, what's the best subdivision to live in Iloilo? You know, for expats, you're going to love Savannah, to be honest. There's several in there, though. You'd really have to look at Trails seems to have a lot of expats in there. This one's nice, but it's different, right? See, the thing about Savannah is you're not allowed to paint your house any color but the colors they approve, and you can buy them at Vista, and they have all that. So they're like a strict subdivision. Where here you can do whatever you want. There's literally very few rules, if any, at all. Like people, you can have sorries, you can do whatever you want. And so it depends what you're looking for. If you want that strict where your neighbors aren't allowed to do something that might drop the value of your house or whatever, that kind of thing, you know, and you can't have trikes allowed in there or something like that, or like there's some subdivisions that are very strict. They won't allow any jeepneys in or anything like that. Or you can have like where ours is. We have a lot of beautiful homes in here, but there's really no, you know, there's cows, there's wild dogs, there's everything. So you kind of get a little bit of everything here. And honestly, to me, you just get a little piece of Philippines. That's essentially what it is. Thank you, Peter. Wow. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, Peter. You're awesome. So yeah, so it depends what you're looking for. We haven't seen all the subdivisions yet. Oh, what's that one? There's the one that we're going to be showing soon, apparently, a house that's for sale down there. This couple that are moving to Bangladesh, and they need to sell. And so they're like, hey, can you show it? I'm like, yeah, of course, but it has to be organized. And I believe it's called Green Meadows, something like that. Anyway, we went for a tour there. It's owned by the same one as this. So like I was just saying, this is not a strict subdivision. But the other one is super strict. Same owners, same everything. Like same developer of the works. But they've got a crazy nice clubhouse, tons of security. You can't even, like, if you don't live down that street, you can't go down the street. There's a guard at the end of every one of them. I'm like, what? We just have guards at the front here. So you could, once you're in, you can go anywhere and whatever. So, you know, I don't get it. I don't know how a developer could have two different mindsets when it comes to subdivisions. But they do. So we'll be showing that off as soon as I can organize and schedule that. But that one actually might be the top candidate. Maybe. And there's probably many more I haven't even seen. I know there's a bunch in Yarrow. And I believe this one's in Yarrow, by the way. Yeah, I believe so. Which Yarrow is essentially the same. Like this whole area is quite large, and so everything's within driving distance of each other, sort of thing. So yeah, you might want to consider that too. But I'll have more information on that. We've only been here, what, a month? Yeah, a month, plus we were here a bit before just visiting. Give me 3 months, and I'm gonna know this area really well, I hope. Mirko Ter Bella Vlog. Interesting. That'd be fantastic. Yeah, we love hooking up with them. First Sunday of February, we're gonna do another vlogging. Anybody who's a creator, vlogger, I don't care if they're even just fans. They don't have any following. I don't care. Everybody's welcome. And so we're going to do that in Festiwalk. Last time we did it at SM. This time we'll do it at Festiwalk. And it'll be welcome for anybody to come. And anybody who wants to collab or do whatever, we're happy to promote and help anybody that shows up. So, there you go. First Sunday of February. I've already said goodbye, and now I keep going. All right. This is it. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you all for the members and subscribers and everything else. We really appreciate you guys. And we'll see you guys again very, very soon. Lots and lots and lots and lots of videos coming. So thanks for watching them as well. All right. Take care, guys. Bye now.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad.
Yeah.
Baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious. I'ma go cause some pain, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame. Yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad.